I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It to You Straight. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy blessed Saturday to all my beautiful soul family. How are you guys today? Grateful and thankful for another day, alive and truly blessed. I want to begin with a deep gratitude for each and every one of you. You already know that your presence here, it is not random, it is aligned. So thank you for your openness, for your curiosity, for your willingness to grow. And thank you for sharing your time, energy, and trust within me. I really appreciate that. This sacred space here, it exists because of our shared intention to evolve, to awaken, to love more consciously. I honor each and every one of you, the journey that you're on, and I honor the courage that it takes for you to seek truth. And I'm so grateful and thankful that our paths have veered across once again in this moment. May what we build here continues to nourish us all, uplift us, and expand us all. Your support is felt and your energy matters here. And I thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart. It is humble and grateful. In that spirit of gratitude and appreciation for you all. Soul Truth Saturday, a little bit of magic as the stars speak and the cards tell it like it is. Some truth for you today. Just a quick message for all 12 zodiac signs. Happy birthday to all Pisces that are celebrating today. Today's a special day. May your day be full of love, bliss, joy, beauty all around you. But most important, love. Love is the cohesive, the glue that over time held together. It'll not only hold you, but it will heal you. Let's tap into the great powerful divine spirit of all there is. The breath of God, the divine source, however you understand to be God in your life. All right. Let's go ahead. All 12 zodiac signs. Some troll suit. I'm going to go ahead and read the... on Thursday, I read just the message. Today, I'm going to read the action for today. Your soul's action for today. We got a little bit of what's the tea, a little ratchetness, fun and full of exposure. And then we have some Pope Tarot for confirmation if needed, okay? Remember that we are full of magic. And as we flip out of the infinity loop, those two snake coils, the magic... Understand that magic is the mother of eternity, and our mind is a direct extension of the universal mind. And we're endowed with incredible, infinite creative powers. When you learn how to harmonize with the beautiful intelligence of the universe, you not only move different, act different, you speak, walk, and if you're on the path to the I am, to really know thyself as you go within, everything's within you as above. So whatever you bind up in heaven, you bind here on earth. And of course, heaven has created the tools for us. And how do you use your tools? Whether it's music, meditation, breath work, prayers, journaling, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. How you stay connected to the divine. Are you disciplined? What is going on? Here we go. Happy birthday, Pisces. One more. Soul's action. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Pisces, your soul's action for today is make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because it all makes a difference. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of pain? Man, I want to talk about this card. Creating purpose out of pain. So, of course, we think that purpose is that vertical kind of energy, right? That when you get to that state of consciousness, Pisces. So most people try to get purpose from love or get love from purpose. So that creates distortion. So using relationships to avoid your destiny, your true path calling here. Using ambition. Some of us use ambition to avoid intimacy, wanting someone else to validate your path. All right. So this card speaks volumes here when we're talking about your true life purpose here. All right. So if you want some, like, if purpose is all about what I want to do, what I get out of it, and not understanding that. So you rather, like, if you're looking for somebody to validate your path, want and love to feel like you got direction here. All right. So remember that tarot creates, you seek friction before resolution here, okay? So finding resolution with your energy is what it's all about. As you align yourself with the divine, what does it feel like? Ease, joy, peace, gratitude. And you got to stay in that spirit of gratitude. Let's go ahead to Soul's Action for Aries. Aries, allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back onto the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul today. We have to feel to heal it, Aries. In order to let go of the pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce. Excuse me, some are laying, some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow us, because yeah, emotions are so loud, it's fast energy. This is when you get that faded. They represent the cups, faded love. It feels good because it's fast, it's loud, it's attraction. Emotions bring on attractions. But anyway, when we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. All right. And Taurus, your soul's action for today. Write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you're passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whisperings and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. Your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put up to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you, Taurus? Am I willing for you, Gemini? Gemini, be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it is possible, Gemini. You're on the grade of you are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, it is. There's risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before you will reach the dreams. You will reach the dreams, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Now, I want to talk about the magic and the mother of the energy and the cosmic field that we all part of. All right. So when we start feeling, that part of you that observes, that feels connected beyond this ego, the awareness behind our thoughts, so understanding yourself in the high states of consciousness to understand yourself and expand yourself with awareness. Anyway, how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? This is for Cancer. Oh, wow. Choose one self-care action to do today, Cancer. All right. So I'm going to go down the list. Set stronger boundaries. Meditate and listen to your heart. It's in the heart, in the vibrations of your heart. All right. So speak to yourself with compassion. Focus on your strengths. Say no to something that isn't a soul yes. Say yes to something you're afraid of, and let go of what you cannot control. Stay far away from drama and negativity. Ask for help and allow it. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for. When you try to manifest, or when remember that you have to be in an elevated state. When you practice, and when you're in the spirit of gratitude, that of course give you potency. It enhances what you already have. When you have to stay, because you got to understand your vibration of the heart produces electromagnetic fields, and when it is infused in gratitude, this is one of the quickest ways, of course, to be grateful and to practice gratitude is to elevate the emotions, the pulsation of the heart, connecting with the breath of God. From whom can I release my judgment right now? And this is for Leo. Leo, look at the person who you are judging as if you're looking at a small child. Then see them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. Especially if you got young children. See the desire to be loved and accepted. Even add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment for myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I'm whole, and I'm limitless, and so are they. Judgment closes your heart, Leo, to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fears and holds us in shame. Okay? And on whom am I placing blame right now? This is for Virgo. Virgo, take some responsibility, Virgo, on whom you are placing blame right now. Today, free yourself by releasing no victimhood, blame, and resistance They don't belong where you're going, Virgo. Only love and courage lives there. Make a choice to do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart, and you will be led. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames one has finished their lesson. Who am I placing blame right now? Scorpio, Libra, I'm sorry. What is the most, no, it's a soul's action. It is time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place, and how will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, and upgrade it. Scorpio, soul's action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? Sagittarius, when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you're an empath, Sagittarius, you can still be compassionate toward others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Capricorn, remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. And Aquarius, do a clutter detox of your schedule, your home, and your and innermost self. Make space, clarity will come. Detox. Make some time for sacred space. Remember that you are pulsating in the sacred vibration, that you're also part of it. And remember that you're not small, you're a giant here. And remember that the most powerful forces in the universe often comes from the smallest stars. And I know that's a powerful statement, but let me tell you what I mean by it philosophically anyway. So small stars like the red dwarfs, those small stars are called dwarfs. They are smaller, right, than our sun. Cooler in dimension, extremely, but they live very, very long. All right? They can burn for trillions and trillions of years, far longer than our sun. All right? So in terms of longevity, they dominate. They're also the most common type of stars in the universe. So statistically, small stars, we rule. So when you see that pentagram, that is the being of grounded. All right? Let's go ahead. We finished with the soul truth. So understanding yourself, that you will be able to burn, you'll burn longer, and you'll be able to, to endure. All right? You dominate the structure. Like we dominate the structures of galaxies. They don't explode dramatically. They endure things. Okay? So understanding that massive star and in supernovas, some become neutron stars or even black holes. Those events reshape galaxies, and that's extreme power there. All right? So understanding yourself a little bit more. All right? And how to enhance spirit. If you have a question, come on in. And to connect to the sacred of the unseen. How do you understand God, in your life? What makes you feel empowered? What part of you is not reacting from your wounds? All right, you're just steady. If you recalibrate it, so remember that the sacred of the unseen is what touches you from within, the dimension of reality that is real, but it's not visible, of course, to the eyes. All right, the unseen doesn't mean imaginary. So it means you can't measure it with your eyes. You experience it internally. It influences life without being physically saw. So that's why we got that pentagram. So examples of that love, right? You can't see it, but you feel it, right? Can you see love? No. Well, you can see the way people behave when love really touches there. So you can see it in people, the way, their actions. But physically, no, you feel it, all right? So through your thoughts, your intuition, your consciousness, and the energy between people. So the sacred of the unseen is this visible forces, dimensions of awareness that shape life. What makes us sacred is we carry meaning beyond this physical incarnation, right? It connects you to something more than your ego. Nobody's coming in. Nobody likes the title. Sacred Sun Saturday here. So I continue to talk about the sacredness and different traditions as we evolve. We continue to have hope for the future. This is what connects us, or the hope that we have. All right. So we go ancient Egypt. The unseen forces were called divine principles like Ma'at, cosmic order, and mysticism. It was called spirit of consciousness and psychology on consciousness. So you understand science compared to invisible forces like gravity and electromagnetism. Okay? So we'll go on and on and on and help you understand a little bit more. Uh, when you talk about your spirit, or however you understand the incredible, marvelous intelligence that we are all part of, and what does it really mean to be spiritual, you know. I guess let me take a quick break. There's nobody here, or there's people that don't want to ask a question. If you're here, come ask a question. It is just, I'm just getting started here. I'm gonna go with the words that you're probably familiar with. All right, I'm gonna go with a little bit of stuff that you're familiar with. Maybe that'll get you a little going here. Oh boy, oh boy. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna eat a little bit of fruit. If somebody comes in and asks a question, I'm just gonna I'm gonna read a little bit about the spirit. So I don't want people coming in here asking me what the spirit. I don't rock like that. And you understand that these cards are tied to a lot of god and goddesses and deities. All right, and whatever you believe in. So it could go from emotional motivation into something else, a ghost, if that's what you believe in. So please don't come in and ask me what spirit. It's so mundane. It's just so flat. So we're gonna need to use some sophisticated words here. Okay, because it's very broad. Very broad. It's like science. All right, it's very broad. And for you to understand, you're gonna have to get out of the mundane. Mmm, this is pretty good. I'll be right back. Okay, let me see what oh, we got the lovers. Oh my goodness. All right, I cut the deck and there was the lovers. All right. Anyway, let's look at the difference here between spirituality and religion. All right? Because basically it's not even about which is better. It's about structure versus direct experience. Okay? So we'll talk a little bit about that. You guys comment if you like, but let's see the kindred circle, high vibrational, the virtual circle of life. Let's see here what is the energy. All right. So having a clear breakdown on religion is the container, and then understand that spirituality is the experience inside that container. All right. So when you have your own personal and experiential, it focuses on your direct connection with the sacred divine, all right, the universe or your higher self, and it's all about inner transformation at the end of the day, and for you to for truth, personal truth, what it is that you want, what are you consciously aware of, okay, or not aware of. It doesn't require a formal institution like you have been to believe. Let's go ahead here, all right. So can you be spiritual without belonging to a temple, a church, a doctrine, right? So spiritual, actually, we're actually basically, what is my direct experience with the sacred? All right. And one of the most important cards to work with when it comes to, this is what this always comes out. All right. Because when we get rigid, when we hold on to religious beliefs here, when we don't understand, so we got, a lot of us, listen, a lot of, when we come in, the thin veil between the unseen at the time of our birth is here. So it's talking to you about from the time of your birth, you take on this personality, this identity, this archetype. We actually basically move through them. All right. So this energy is all about, because this has got religion in it, between religion or the connection with you and your sun and moon energy, your light and dark. So you have Juno, which is one of the goddesses, or the however you understand uh, the asteroids, right? So that's Juno is one of them. So you understand that Boaz and Yansen. You understand me? So to really get down to it, I'm not gonna give a lot of stuff away because I'm saving some for when I do the readings. But to really understand this thin veil from the time that you're born, you take on this identity. So your soul remembers, uh, especially when you understand the sun and the moon, when it's in your sign, when it's in your house. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about birthdays here because they gave me this energy. All right. So the sacred is all about inward religious structures, a communal. It includes organizations, belief systems that are here. All right. So sacred texts that are here, rituals and tradition, moral codes, leadership, priests, pastors, rabbis, right? Imams, however you understand it. Religion acts as what has been revealed, taught, and preserved by tradition. All right, so we break that structure with this, because this is considered the hierophant. All right, so when you really understand this energy, so examples like Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism is our community. Religion says, here's your path. All right, this is it. This is your path. But spirituality says to you, walk and see. Walk and you'll see. So there's a difference there between really, really spiritual and being, because it doesn't mean for you to be calm. Yeah, there's a time that we pause. There's a time that we reflect. And it's a time to learn how to about the polarities and to have this capacity, because we can hold two truths. Can these two truths exist at one time? So we understand the law of polarity here and the paradoxes and all the great areas of our existence here. All right. So because if you say, oh, I have to be positive, enlightened, or detached, it means just being honest. The relationship with life, your awareness, you notice what's happening inside of you, not just outside of you. You observe your thoughts, your emotions, your patterns without immediately obeying them, because this says you have to obey everything here. All right. So everything has a little bit of maybe contradiction. So it has contrast. All right. So when you align yourself with inner truth and your actions, you start matching what you say. When you say something, you say you mean it without guilt. You stop living split. Basically, you stop living split lives. Okay? You're responsible for your own power and outsourcing that. Not blaming, not waiting to be rescued. All right? Not spiritualizing avoidance here. All right? Instead of what is mine to own. I mean, I will go on and on here. So it's just less about, it's more about your integrity at the end of the day when you understand spirituality and how to be sovereign, all right? Because this is about your sovereignty. The quiet power shifts here. Before sovereignty, what should I do? You know, what do you do here before sovereignty? All right. So when it comes to love or celebrating or situations or family, friends, do you leave people behind? Do you say, enough? This is celebration without getting anywhere. You won't get anywhere with this energy. We have so many talents here. So the moment that you understand the law of cause and effect, because it deals with a lot of threes, and it starts weighing your worth. So knowing your worth and understanding Venus and the energy, and even Mother Earth, for there's like a lot of sacrifices here. But your presence. So pain here at the end of the day. So we have a lot of pain here, because being spiritual doesn't mean bypassing the truth. It means staying with you. Even if you got pain here, people have pain here, and not becoming it. So you feel grief without anger, without cruelty, love without self-erasure. Integration, not perfection, all right? You listen, you learn, okay? And so, yeah. So there's a lot of layers here when it comes to spirituality and direction here. My true direction, my true calling, my true purpose, my path. So if I have a true purpose here, I'm not going to try to avoid it, right? My calling here, because most people try to get purpose from love or get love from purpose, and that creates distortion, all right? So when we use relationships to avoid destiny or use ambition here to avoid intimacy or wanting someone else to validate your path, wanting love, all right, to feel like you have direction in life here, all right? Nobody else. So anyway, yeah, so it is a very broad energy here, what we see here with the High Priestess, and it's in the name in Solomon, all right, to understand really, really. So when you have this purpose, it's about alignment, integrity, and mastery, contributing to, what am I here to become? Are you tested alone? And hello, hey Duncan, hi. Finally, somebody came in. All right, I don't like being here alone. This is why I have a hard time recording. All right. So anyway, how are you, Duncan? How are you? All right. So it's just about really being responsible. So when you see the High Priestess there, it's a bridge. Let me see. Well, we got the Lovers are here. When you get here, you have a choice. All right, I'm going to talk about that choice. But when you see the High Priestess, it's a good bridge for spiritual work. It's very high energy. It's quiet, it's internal, it's the unseen, right? The sacred unseen, becoming conscious, not reacting. Okay, that goes with the Lovers. This is automatically you seeing your patterns clearly, questioning your fears, your ego, and your attachments. Instead of why this is happening to me, becomes why is this showing me about myself? All right. So integrating your shadow, not pretending to be light, positive all the time, is owning jealousy, fear, anger, and learning how to use your energy wisely. All right. When you live in alignment, you don't say you want love and then you chase emotionally unavailable people. You don't say you value peace and then you entertain chaos. Releasing ego attachment. Spiritual work often means letting go of needing to be chosen, win, or control outcomes. All right. So if you chose somebody and they didn't choose you, because I seen this card here. All right. Did you feel empowered? Did you feel rejected? How did you feel when you chose somebody? So if you felt rejected, all right, how would you feel? Oh boy, there's nobody here. I think because Mercury retrograde, there's nobody here. I'm gonna stay here a little while more. All right. I'll stay here a little bit while more. So understanding the high priestess, the dark and the light shadow, the work that needs to be done, working on your shadows. All right. Uh, she's not trend based energy. What's coming for me? Thank you for getting this life started. All right. A lot of you guys like working behind the scenes. You know, this research, psychology, therapy, spiritual counseling here. So I wanted to keep going on with the high priestess. But let's go ahead with your question. Get this life started, because what it really means to be spiritual instead of going to a mosque, a temple, and understand that there's so many layers because of its traveled for thousands of years. It has traveled to languages, religion, philosophy, psychology, and everyday speech. All right, when we talk about the word spirit, all right, each era added a new meaning instead of replacing the old one. All right, so understanding the that and the god and goddesses. All right, the deities, the worship, what is behind the thin veil. All right, understanding your subconscious mind. It has a whole book. It has a whole library. You have it basically in your subconscious. It's a whole library there. Hello, XB. How you doing? What's coming in for me? Brooks Bank. What's coming for me? Do you want to be a little more specific, XB? How are you? If you have a question, go ahead. And as I enter in this moment, in infinite gratitude, grateful for the external current of love moving through me and around me, for the beginning with without no ending, right? Because we all continue forward. Let's go ahead for Brooks Bank. Let's see what's coming for you. All right. Comment down below. What would you like for what? Something that you don't understand. Hey Virgo, what's up, Virg? Ultra deep blue. Comment down below something that you don't know about tarot that you want to know. All right, something that you don't know. You know. One more. All right, good to see you. I'm glad you're doing good. You have your ruling planet retrograded at the moment, so how are you feeling? How are you feeling with your ruling planet, the god of communication? How are you feeling? This is the Knight of Cups. You got an offer here, but I don't know if you're going to trust this, all right? All right, I don't know if you're going to trust this. So what's coming in for you could be an offer. Somebody from the past shows up. Of course, we got Mercury retrograde, and of course, he brings back, this is a moment to reflect. Mercury's about reflecting the unconscious, the conscious mind, and giving us a time to really, really, really go deep, like deep blue here. What's coming for me? I'm also, hey, Pisces. Hey, Pisces. All right, Pisces, I'll be right with you. I'm ready for March 4th. For the blood moon, the full moon energy. Which one? What are you ready for? That's the full moon, right? I thought it was March. Well, depending on where you at, March 3rd. I'm here in the States. Yeah, I'm here in the States. Yeah, depending on where you're at. Yes, lots of reflecting, and now you figure out what you want to do, how you want to move forward. And you got to understand where Venus is in the 12th house, and this is the endings for new beginnings. All right. So let's go back to I didn't put your Brooks Bank. What's coming in for you, Brooks Bank? So it looks like an offer here. All right. Maybe somebody wants to take you out on a date. All right. We look at the wings here. This takes flight. So be careful. They struggle here. All right. You're making a lot of changes. Good. Good. I love that. All right. We make adjustments, and we really take time to see here. Brooks Bank, you got to come on in. You got the strength card. All right. I don't know if you're going to want this offer. I feel like you know this already. All right. I don't know if you're scared here. Where's Brooks Bank? You got to come on in. You started the live asking questions. All right. This is all about the surrender here. All right. So they're asking you to surrender the control here. All right. Or find your center here. And what do you need strength when it comes to love this time? All right. That doesn't mean passivity here. All right. So it's like they're giving you a message at the same time. It means realizing control over outcome while still choosing your actions. So you stop forcing, but you don't stop moving. You okay? Where is he? He left? All right. So what it is, he left. He's not here. I guess he started the live and he left. I got to move forward, right? So when you find your center here, all right, yourself, respect, your boundaries, your emotional regulation, your sense of worth, independent on the because it's not a dependent on somebody else's responses. All right, it could be an offer, it could be an invitation that you're gonna take it. All right. So when this shows up, right, it's an anxiety. It's gonna give you anger. You're gonna shut down. That tells me where you are in your sense, in your center. If you're still a little wobbly, when this shows up, this is all about expanded awareness through, of course, you're gonna feel it physically. All right. I always talk about that Three of Swords here, and with that Three of Swords, you understand the mental clarity that comes in. All right. So this is not the end. When people see that, this is not a cruel ending. This is not the end of love. This is moving forward to something new. What's the timeline? What kind of offer? No, this is not. This is for the Brooks Bank. All right. This is not. This is. I was reading for Brooks Bank, but he asked me a question and he left. All right. No, that's not for you. That's not your energy. If you want me to, let me go to Pisces, and then if you have a question, put your question. Okay. Pisces, let's go to you. All right. Let's go to your energy here. Let's see what comes out for you. All right. You got to understand the magician. I know that you maybe, I'll see how you show up here. All right. And we're going to go in what direction and what really the direction that you need to be on. XB, let's find out here. Let's step into the great power of divine spirit of order. All right. So when we harmonize with the divine timing and the celestial order, remember that the stars remember your name. You know, walk with trust, move in harmony with that energy, and as you align yourself with the wisdom of the stars, incredible things. Okay, when you align with the highest vibrational frequencies of the universe, shifts, things, incredible things start to happen. Remember, you are also part of that energy. All right. So understanding a little bit of your energy. So oh, okay. I don't know what happened to Brooks Bank. He just asked a question and he left. All right. Well, he got the live started. So thank you, Brooks Bank, for getting this live started. And you just abandoned the live. You abandoned your question. All right. But anyway, wait a minute. Let me go. There's so much good stuff. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about to encourage you, right? So you can understand a little bit more your purpose versus other things here. Let's go ahead. So what's your question? B said what? What B said? Oh, what's coming for me? All right, Pisces, what's coming for you? XB, let's get it. So one more. So understand a little bit about how to have a little surrender here and finding your center is very important because the carbon in your body, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, those were created in ancient stellar explosions long before even the sun existed. In that sense, you are cosmic matter rearranged. You are not separated from the universe. You are an localized expression of it. All right? Gravitationally, the moon affects our tides. All right? And affects our biological rhythm. Your body runs on cycles. So please understand that. All right? Here we go. You live inside a cosmic system. Here we go, one more. We live inside a cosmic system. Let's go ahead here for XB, one more. What's coming for me? Let's see here. Thank you. All right. Anybody wants to what's the tea? Nobody wants to be exposed or expose something? All right. That'll give me a little bit more drama. We all drama filled. So you got the Four of Swords. Uh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you know this. All right. So you got King of Wands here, but I don't think you got the Four. All right. They could have break communication, or you might not hear from. All right. So this goes to, one thing about that emotion does to people, it gives them, it activates their fight or flight or the grief. All right. So there's something here with the high priestess, of course. Okay. And you got this energy. I don't want to keep going. Somebody keeps living in fantasy here. Okay. So somebody's living in fantasy with the Seven of Cups. And then I think you know this. All right. So can they be after Mercury retrograde? Well, we're already in Pisces energy, right? So I don't know. It's like somebody doesn't want to reveal something to you, so don't make us. But basically, what they're giving you, like, because this is long term building, you're not gonna be the same after this energy at the end of the day. All right. So basically, what you see here is a four. Of course, the four. This is a kind of stable energy. But what they're telling you is you've been through the heartbreak. That's supposed to expand your awareness. This is the container that holds the truth. After the Three of Swords, because you're basically expanding your awareness. Three is all about expansion. It takes you to the four. All right. So either they're telling you some things here. Either you're gonna get clear. I want clarity on the situation because at the end of the day, the battle is clarity. All right, mental clarity as you become more aware of your status in somebody's life, right? So the Four Swords comes out and say, well, either you're gonna release, you're gonna clarify some things, or you're grieving. All right. So don't show nobody or don't reveal somebody. Well, listen, however it's gonna go, the message is clear. Don't reveal to somebody something that you hold so important to be true, which is your values. All right. What are your values when it comes to commitment or relationship? All right. So what are the things that you hold so dear? Because it's a preconception about the things that we don't know. All right. So your person is not a mind reader. All right. I want no contact with my person yesterday. Oh, that happened yesterday. Oh, okay. So what do you think here with this Four of Swords energy here? Because it's a powerful energy. All right. So is this like the final? Because it's gonna go through the five. Or you guys been arguing a lot. All right. So what do you think here? A lot of us, we don't really understand. Well, you didn't get you were closer to it. This is something that started quickly. You're arguing a lot about what? All right? Because this doesn't, they're asking you to heal by the words. All right? Because the high priest like a very defensive energy, right? You get confused, or the person confuse you a lot. I don't know if it's about their status or their being home. All right. Somebody struggles here with affection or timing. All right. Timing is very important here. All right. So here, listen. So what they said, this is a very powerful ending. Signals the Four Swords signals a powerful ending. All right. So the nervous system has exited the fight and flight. So the mind is no longer obsessed, meaning one cannot continue without activation. When the activation is gone, all right. So this king here, he focuses, right? Can you feel with this one? Can you feel everything without acting from it? All right, because the emotional loop requires emotional overwhelm. Okay, this is not removing the fuel. Oh no, something is not. Hey, honey, how you doing? Okay, well, this is contrast. This is what you're supposed to experience. All right. If nothing has contrast, if nothing has tension, you won't be able to experience the many, 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 okay, facets of our personality. You understand? So when you're in constant contrast, hey, great, hi, I'm good, sweetie. All right. So whatever's going on here, emotional fulfillment is no longer dependent on this connection here. All right. When fulfillment is internalized here, the fade is off. So something that felt faded. So at the end of the day, let me tell you something. This whole energy here, because you didn't get any loop and you passed that already, of course, something seemed. How long you been dating this person? All right. Because this is all about, how the soul survives beyond. All right. So when you have this energy here, the wounded, the sacred wounded here, spiritually awakening, the heart becomes a portal into self-love, spiritual power. So you becoming a portal into self-love and spiritual power here. So the deeper the pain here, the deeper the potential for divine, the deeper you're gonna have a remembrance here. So we could go metaphysical here. Oh, 3 years. All right. So anyway, inside your pain is encoded with purpose here. So basically, what you're saying here is this my true purpose. All right. If this is the person, so purpose is it giving meaning to your life? Are they adding happiness? What are they doing in these 3 years? All right. Can we fix the connection? All right. You didn't get any five of swords here. All right. So that's coming. That's coming next. So you're gonna go between. All right, contrast, hot and cold energy, because it's just going to show you something more deeper about yourself. All right, so we have to have that experience. The more tension that you have, the more contrast, the more you understand. All right, the more freedom it's going to bring you at the end of the day. All right, because tension, listen, because without tension, anything here at the end of the day, nothing moves, no tension. All right, it stretches the two forces here. All right. That creates an awareness, choice, and then growth here and meaning. No tension, no story, no evolution, and no alchemy. Tension creates consciousness here. And you only notice when something, all right, when there's contrast in a relationship, where heart needs cold, desire needs restraint, love needs vulnerability. But they've truly armored here. All right? So I don't know exactly what your relationship is based on. All right? So tension at the end of the day is what wakes you up. And it asks you, which way are you going to lean here? All right, because you have to become this person that you be able to hold some truth here. But basically either we go to the left, right, to the dark, or to the light, in order, because we like certainty. We don't operate like that. You understand me? We need certainty. We always need it. All right. So what are the things that are not? What are you feeling right now? All right. Because tension is how polarity becomes integrated. Can two truths, whatever's going on in your relationship, all right, can they exist at once? All right, because tension is going to hold them in the same field. So you could think here, because who's that? Chemicron? All right. So anyway, without tension, this polarity is gonna crash anyway. All right. If you remove tension, meaning no tension, no initiation. All right. This is what our universe expands on the tension, okay? And this is what tarot always shows you: conflict before resolution, okay? So, understand your sacred pressure, all right? Nothing's being weighed here, all right? Trust in your own, well, you're not there with the gravitational pull, all right? So understand a little bit more, because can you be confident and still learn? Can you be healed and be tender? Can you feel strong and soft at the same time? So understanding the paradox, I could go on and on. Your energy. All right. So when it comes to love, confusion is contrast are trying to teach you something. So the cards are basically trying to teach you something. Okay. And this is not punishment. This is information that's going to show up. All right. So you can see your standards. Okay. It shows you your fears. All right. So what you truly desire: clear intentions, define direction, make signals, emotional fog here, and where do I stand here? All right. When two things are placed side by side, it highlights their differences. It helps create drama, emotion, and meaning. Okay. And so you got it right here. Here is light and dark. Okay. Hey guys, don't forget to, thank you. Yeah, I just got started. Oh shoot, I gotta go get where did I put my thing at? I gotta go get my fruit. So just understand that you're gonna have contrast in relationship. It is meant to help you expand. All right. So you're looking at passion and stability here, because you got the 4. All right. Passion's where fireworks right here. All right. Passion is fireworks chemistry. Okay. But it gives you unpredictability. Okay. It doesn't give you that emotional consistency here that you're looking. All right. So we got to understand passion and stability. They come together. You're going to experience both at the end of the day. All right. And some relationships, they start like lightning, but they lack grounding here. All right, so I don't know exactly. All right, so others grow. Like, a lot of people grow. All right, they grow slowly, but they last longer. All right, you're gonna have to learn how to sit in that tension for a while, and it is uncomfortable and it is uncertain. But you choose at the end of the day. All right, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying to you. Do you understand what I just read to you? And it sucks because we like predictability. The ego wants to know now. All right, you understand that, right? I'm gonna take a quick break. All right, so I want to talk here a little bit about tension and contrast because you're on a very, very, very card. Yes. All right, you're gonna no listen. You're gonna understand it. So when things happen and you see you at the two, now you're in a difficult choice. What do I do? What happened was, you know what happened here? What happened here? I don't know. What happened here? You probably didn't do the Three of Swords. See, tarot is not going to. It's not going to bypass the truth. Tarot is not going to trap you. It's going to liberate you because it's all about expanding your consciousness. Okay. So when you understand that, you'll be like, oh. So I'm learning a more general lesson. So I have to integrate here. All right, because you're responsible for that. It's not going to take you into the Two of Cups right away. It's slow building energy. You got to understand that. All right. So this is so you could do something for yourself. All right. This is the time that you find your purpose. If the person gives you purpose or meaning, right? This is they done their job. All right. Hey, Kim Della Creme, how you doing? All right. So understanding contrast. All right, and how to have an open heart and honest communication. If there's walls up, if they test and withholding emotions. Okay. So this is all about fantasy versus reality, loving potential. Okay, accepting who they are right now, and they show you who they are right now. But everything gets resolved. No conflict, no resolution. It's just that simple. All right. So just know that you're gonna go through that. All right. You, me, and everybody else in the world. All right. So when you understand your worth, all right, and you start building that emotional intelligence, you start recognizing pattern. What makes you feel secure? What triggers your anxiety? What expands your or contracts with you? All right. So either or. If you skip, let me tell you something. If you skip, I'm sounding Spanish. If you skip the Three of Swords and started dating someone else without healing, those wounds are gonna show up. Me, you, and everybody else. All right. People come with a past and they don't like to fully be vulnerable. So you might be dealing here with vulnerability or the truth or something. You gotta understand that. Oh yeah, they come with a past. All right. So don't expect them to open up or you're gonna have to deal with that for. I mean, I dealt with it. I dealt with it for 17 years. All right. So knowing when things get really, really heavy, step back, give people space. All right. Knowing that the body nervous system responds, either fights or it flights. All right. And just understand that the emotion is going to activate. It's going to activate immediately. Remember, the body is going to want to leave. The ego, right? It wants to leave. It wants to take care of stuff. Let's take care right away. Let's rebuild right away. No, 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 no. This is a time when you get mental clarity. This is when the container's there. Use it. All right. Don't be scared that if I'm going to get detached or they're going to, move away or they're not going to love me no more. Love heals you and it holds you in the same place that the hurt. If love only held you, right, and it didn't heal you, then, you know what I mean? It's supposed to do both. So just understanding a little bit of that. So grieve if you're grieving. I mean, I didn't see it there, but, have a conversations with your person and really to get to know yourself, understanding because we understand that there's a lot of emotions that are, remember that the moon, you represent that energy and emotions are not stable. You got to understand that emotions are not stable. It's different than love. All right. So this is why a lot of people get confused between love and emotions. Emotions are very unstable. They rise, they fall, they connect with your mood, with your memory. Okay. And they entangle with the cycles of the light of the sun and the moon's energy. You understand that so you are part of this solar system. You live in cosmic energy. With that being said, I'll be right back. If anybody else has a question. All right. So there is no true magic. Everything's going to go away. You endure it, all right? Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. Yay! Wee! Oh, man. What happened? All right, and understand that that is just like, when we're talking about the dark side of Mother Nature herself. All right, that is like that Lilith energy. We are just some very intense, very scary, very mysterious. Let me just leave it there. We she doesn't reveal everything. They don't reveal. She doesn't reveal everything. So don't expect your person to reveal stuff to you. All right. And then that will bring me into the birthday. And man, I wanted to talk about the birthday, but if it comes out again, I'm gonna reveal a little bit about the thin veil behind the birthday. Is it your birthday? Is it your birthday? Because that came out. Did your birthday pass, or you supposed to go? You supposed to go eat out on your birthday? Something happened on your birthday, or you don't want to be bothered. All right, because that has birthday all over it. Yeah, your birthday's coming on March 11th. It didn't pass, so it's coming up. So where you guys supposed to go? You guys were supposed to go somewhere, all right? Because I got your birthday all over it. Once you understand the birthday, all right? Oh, she spent my birthday. She did? Oh, wow. Oh, sweat. Oh. What did she spend it on? Because when I get the high, that's the only major arcana, all right? I don't know if she, wow. Wow. I don't know exactly what. Because she's not a trendy bitch. She's into trends. She was supposed to get a hotel for me, and I told her to put the money. I think there's some left, all right? Because this energy is not emotional. It's not trendy based here. All right? So there's a secret here, all right? Remember, because there is a restriction here. Hmm. There's something behind the scenes at the end of the day. She said Pisces as well. Her birthday is February 21st. Oh, wow, wow, wow. No wonder. Ooh, that was heavy. No wonder. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on, right? So there's something that's working behind the scenes here. All right? I don't know if she does astral tarot. There's something here that she's done. She's doing something privately that she doesn't want. She's not going to give you all the secrets. All right? I don't know if she walks into investigative roles. All right? Or there's something here about psychology or therapy or some shit. Something. I'm sorry. All right? There's something here, or she probably ate it, or she probably ate it. All right? Because she eats in secret. She eats in secrecy. All right, she did. Oh, but then again, she disconnects from. So she has a little polarity. She has a little bit of both. All right, unless she's fat. This is a fat. This got both. All right. It was her money, but it was for me. Oh, it was her money, but it's for me. All right. She said it's my money. Listen, I'll be right back. Yeah, she did something in secrecy here. All right, but I don't think she spent it all. All right, because this is a mindful eating kind of energy. This person is yeah. Woo. This person is very they're very mindful anyway, so you don't got to worry about it. This is not a very performative and not such an emotional, depending on where the moon is at. So maybe on the third, all right. Maybe on the third you'll talk to her again. All right, on the third, the new moon, the not the new moon, the full moon. All right. There's something here with your person. They're not gonna reveal. I don't think that's what I don't like about the high priestess. She doesn't reveal things. All right. She doesn't reveal things. No. There's a lot of secrets there. Ooh wee. Wee. All right. I'll be right back. If you guys have a question, okay. Yeah, but you gotta understand. When's her birthday? Oh, she passed already. Her birthday passed. All right. Oh, you put a question? Just let it out, and nobody's showing up with direction. I think you guys are gonna be together for a long time. Yeah, you guys are gonna you might be together another 10 years. All right. Cream de la creme. She said, what's the lunar eclipse means for me? I love to know if the universe wants me to either wait or enjoy the vibe. I haven't really tapped into that blood moon. I haven't really tapped into it, but I am tomorrow. All right. I had to put one. Maybe if I'm feeling up to it because out of nowhere, yeah. You got to understand how energy will switch. Yeah. All right. This a lot of times things are out of our control. All right. So when you start really understanding the carbon in our body, that we're not separated from the universe, that we are localized expression of it. All right. You got to understand, once you start understanding the moon's energy, how it affects us, our energy, and it affects our biological rhythms in the body because it runs on cycles and hormonal seasonal, which are tied to the planetary motions, that you live inside a cosmic system. All right. So you got to really understand that, the carbon in your body, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, those were created in ancient stellar explosions long before the sun existed. So in that sense, yes, you are cosmic matter rearranged. You are not separated from this universe. You are localized expression. So as soon as you start understanding that, then you be like, oh, okay, so we are part of this system, and we our connection. We influenced by gravity, light, seasons. All right, but we also have consciousness. So to really, really understand that, I'm gonna talk about that over and over and over again. So the high priestess, she's holding knowledge with our personal agenda. All right. So between the high priestess, that breaking patterns, that are some tools that you're gonna really, really need. All right. So you're gonna have both of you to work on shadow work. All right. So there could have been jealousy there. All right. How to integrate, how to reframe it, how to have that sacred coherence. But I'll be back to talk about that and understand, to help you connect with the breath of consciousness. All right. Connecting your body and soul, and how to have this transcendent energy. All right. So yeah, I'll be right back. Let me take a quick break. Hey, Scott Lagoose, what about the purple, yellow, orange tortoise? Oh wow. What? Somebody had a dream? If you're willing to listen, if you're willing to learn, all right, don't let the ego, and don't say, oh, a lot of times we study that book and we think we know it, or we just know this much. We study one book. Oh, I got it. I know everything. No, 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 no. We don't live in books and texts. We don't live. We don't live there. All right. We live under pressure, tension. We live in time. So we got to understand that. Really, really important. All right. We don't live inside keywords and in books. Okay. We're much deeper than that. Oh, there's no sound. Darn it. Oh my God, I gotta start again. Oh, sweat. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm talking to creme de la creme. Oh boy. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about. Yeah, I'll talk about. Yeah, man. Oh. All right. Let's continue on because I want to talk about birthdays. Okay. I want people to really understand birthdays and the deities and the gods and goddesses that are tied to these cards, and why I don't say spirit. Okay. It's very vague. Is very flat, and we need to understand that we belong to something so incredible, so marvelous. As we all looking for hope in that virtuous circle of life. All right, uh, for thousands of years now. One more. Here we go for creme de la creme. One more. One more. That Queen of Wands wanted to come out. Let me see if she comes out again. Seven of Wands. The Temperance. All right. The Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant. All right, let me see what else. All right, let me see. There she goes again. All right, there she goes again. All right. So this is the situation. This is the challenge. All right. The root of the problem. And your conscious goal here. I'm going to give you this as your conscious goal. All right? Because it came out earlier. All right? You seen it when it came out? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. All right? So they want you to watch with spending here or manifesting here. All right? So what are your hopes and hopes and fears here? All right? So understanding the law of course, of, respond, or the law of attraction, or defending your truth, or you find yourself overspending here. The Temperance is all about, listen, I want to talk, well, because I always like to explain a little bit more. I'll be right with you, all right? She is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it came out twice. Okay, yes. She's also the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands want to tell you something. What is your conscious goal here when it comes to spending here? A lot of times we think that, basically it's about balance. So it's giving me a whole lot here. All right? So when you attach quickly, look, because I don't know exactly what it is that you want. All right? She speaks of courage. She speaks of, right, of willpower, strength. All right? She speaks her mind. She goes after what she wants. Right? She's got passion. It's all about her passion. Right? And committing to something here. But exactly how, let me do a little bit more here. And I'm going to do it quickly. I'm not going to give you a whole reading. Okay? I'm not doing that. So the conscious goal here is to keep your composure, because I'm going to give it to you as a challenge here, because if you are in, especially, it's not giving me love. It's giving me more to be seen, create a community in social media. That's what you want to do. All right? But don't be superstitious, because understanding the black cat, I understand it different. Spiritual beings, a lot of people understand the connection to the deities. All right? So your mood, what it is here, don't let your mood depend on other people's mood. All right? Don't merge your routine around no one. Don't overlook red flags here. All right? Because this is very trivial. This is the curious kind of energy. All right? This is a sharp mind. All right? But this is in the beginning. What are you doing now? All right? To be seen, create community in social media. That's what you want to do? So you half in and half out here. So whatever you want to do here, you want to be all in or all out. But you know what? The bottom line is this, because she's not even telling you don't be all in and all out. There's no, a lot of us, because the middle requires tolerance for uncertainty. All right? And a lot of times we can't hold that. We can't hold that. We don't like it. We lean to one side or the other. All right? So understanding that, you have to understand that. Even if I'm going to give it to you for love, because this is something that feels intense, exciting, certain, all right? But it can be driven by fear, okay? Like when you all out, like ghosting or whatever it is. What is that you want to do here in life, all right? So your nervous system struggles with uncertainty. You swing between intensity and distance, okay? So all in often hides the fear of not being chosen, or all out fear of not losing yourself. Both are protection patterns. So looking at your protection patterns here, all right? So however you're going to do this, and when it comes to finances, right? Because you got finances here in the past here, right? That's the challenge for you is this here, all right? Ask what's sustaining your flow, not fees or not famine, okay? Going between extreme saving and everything and then spending impulsively, all right? Okay, so you have to really understand it. When you're not integrating two income, you got two incomes, you got two income streams, planned properly. All right. The challenge is how to hold two truths at once, integrating these opposites. Respond instead of reacting here. Okay, make a divine timing. It's not about force, about refinement here. You got one just okay. So you want to make more income. Hey Juice. Hey Juice, how you doing, Juice? All right. So you want another income, right? That's what you want to do here. Because this is not dramatic. This is not dramatic at all. It's the art of not overreacting. Okay. So when this is in the challenge here, something is out of proportion. All right. Somebody's moving fast. Somebody's moving slow. All right. Emotions are intense, but they need integration at the end of the day. If something's patient is interrupting your harmony, all right, or there's healing that hasn't fully happened yet, so you can stay steady without swinging here, all right. So basically, when you integrate, psychologically anyway, and I can't really talk about a lot of psychological here, all right. You basically when you're at that or you are organized is different aspects of your personality, your feelings, and your functions into a harmonious, unified self here. All right. All right. So how do you find more balance in your daily routine? Because this energy, are you prepared for the challenges ahead, or do you wait till the last minute? All right. Are you constantly finding, defending your position because the ground is holding you? You made it. All right, now do you stand in your position and you do what you have to do here? Because after that comes the Eight of Wands. So getting the things preparing. But how to have more balance here, okay, with you, with others. So you could be, because if you're trying to do something, especially with finances, right, you got to be either all in or out. Leave room for uncertainty because there are things that are going to come up, all right? But we can hold two things at once because our mind is not, we just don't do that. So what you do is you need direction here, all right? So when you are trying to secure, you pull back, you ask yourself regularly, am I centered? Am I trying? There's something that you're trying to secure here, all right? But you have to know that balance is a practice that we do. Yeah, it's more consistent choices, especially if you're very intuitive feeling. Because you're looking like you're very intuitive and feeling led here, all right? And how to have more balance in the real way. Okay, not perfection, not rigid. It starts with self-permission, and you stop asking, is this okay? Am I asking, is this true for me? All right? So anything, rest, anything, whatever you're trying to do here. All right? Never give more to a relationship than it can hold here. Because it went into a relationship or something here with this energy. All right? So when you give more to a relationship that, you notice that, your output, whether it's money, sex, love, food, all right? If communication is inconsistent, don't overfill the silence. If emotional depth isn't met, don't keep diving deeper alone. All right? So this is very deep on your energy here. All right, I'm going to move to the next person. All right? But you know this, but you wanted to see it, and that's what the universe is telling you. How to harmonize, living in balance, and breathing with the cosmic energy that you're part of. So am I aligned with the wisdom of the stars? Am I with the rhythm of the universe? Remember that the stars remember your name. And when I move in harmony with the divine timing and celestial order as the stars are aligned, so does your body, your mind, and your spirit. You guided and protected. I put that in the I hashtag there. All right? So you got to understand, things are going to work out for you, but we need integration. That means combining separate parts, okay, or things into a unified functional whole. Even people, different systems, right, diverse groups into social finding a curve there, basically, okay? Don't it all in or all out. Try to have some center there so you could, because you're going to be immersed in the capacity. It is in you. It is in every one of us, all right? Balance is calibrated generosity anyway. So we all need it, all right? Life doesn't give us that. It just don't give us wisdom. We got to grow into it. All right? But you got it there. All right? This is not something that you find. You practice it. All right? And you get it. You become a, if it's balance, I'm going to keep practicing balancing. All right? Balance. All right? So no more waiting. All right? Balance is emotion with structure. All right? I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped you in some way. All right? What is challenging you? And what it looks like when you're all in. So you say to, so I'm gonna attach quickly, right? I'm gonna merge my routine. I'm gonna overlook all the red flags. I'm gonna detach fast. I'm gonna cut contact. I'm gonna convince myself that I never care. I'm gonna avoid vulnerability completely. All right, don't do that. All right, try to have a little bit of balance in that where you can still show up because the middle. Remember, it requires you need to have tolerance for uncertainty. All right. So, pace yourself is basically. Let me go to the next person. All right. And a lot of us get that, you know. When we have tension, because without tension, nothing moves. Tension is what stretches between the two forces. Okay. Two forces that want different things. The such is what is create awareness and growth. All right, cream de la creme. Kim de la Creme. I love that name. All right, do your thing. You know, tension and polarity becomes integrated. All right. I know I'm using a lot of big words, but I gotta get out of this minded. Hey, hey, Noon. Hey, Noon. Hey, are you doing free readings? You have a question? Yes, I'll answer your question. All right. Let me see here. Let me go to Virgo. Virgo's here. Virgo's here. What about me, Virgo? You asked your question. Ultra Deep Blue. Come on in if you're still here. Go ahead, ask your question. Just ask your question. Say hi. How are you? Hey, how are you? Come on in and ask your question, okay? I want to be here at least 4 hours. I want to be here for a while. I came in late. All right. So understand a little bit of the polarity, a little bit of what's going on. Remember that Queen of Wands, right? She's got to do something that it's bold and take that risk, you know. She's bold, man. She speaks her mind, but she does it softly, strong, yet meek and bold. You got to find those two and really become that. Can you check what my ex does? Let me go with let me see. He's not here. He left. All right, so can you check what does my ex Maz feel towards me? My name is Ma Noor. I think I remember you. Also see my future action or regret that I might have. Wow, you want a lot. You want a lot for such a who oh gosh. All right. Remember that polarity is tension that creates attraction, growth, and movement between two people, not dominance, not hierarchy. All right. I'm going to break that down when you understand the core partnerships and polarity. When you start seeing the king and the queens there. All right. And how to have a healthy polarity. Okay. Honoring your decisions that are made healthy. All right. So when you're logical and you dismiss that. All right. Yeah, no, you got too much. You want too much. All right. You want too much. You want too much. All right. I don't know where you've been at. All right. But we're gonna get you a little something here. I'm not gonna give you a whole free. I'm gonna answer a question. It might take 5 minutes. Depends on what I see here. All right. So when you have balance, I'm still stuck over there. Let me go ahead. All right. You want a lot. You say, haha, just answer. Yeah, and you know what? You might think you might laugh now. You might not laugh. You might laugh now, but you might not like it. Let's see what you get. All right. You might laugh now, but when I say something, you don't like it. All right. Can you hold it? Can you hold it? All right. Can you hold it? You got the capacity to find your center while you come in here. All right. You're not gonna go fall apart when I tell you stuff, right? Because you're becoming aware of some truths here. All right. I don't want you falling apart. I want you to really integrate. When you becoming awareness, when you get truth, it pierces the heart because you're integrating. You're expanding your awareness. Oh, it's becoming. Oh, wow. It could happen suddenly. That's why I tell people, slow down when you come in. I could give you something quick. You might not like it. You're gonna have time to process it. All right, so you're asking me a lot of questions here. Let's go ahead. I left him, block him in 2 months ago. Just answer as much as you feel like. And you could think it's that easy. All right, let's go ahead here. I'm just gonna look what's going on with your ex. All right. I'm gonna see his conscious goals. Or let me see what he's doing right now. All right, let me see what your person is feeling. Let's just go ahead. All right, let's see if he has any regrets, and then we'll move forward. Then I'm gonna do that with the. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this deck. All right. Let me see what your person is doing, what they're feeling, if they get the justice, if they get the lovers, the devil. I don't know what you're gonna get here, but let's find out here. Let's step back into the great power of the divine spirits. The breath of the divine, the heart of the divine, as we connect ourselves with this beautiful, incredible intelligence. All right? When we understand the key to understand that you're also part of this. And so you got to be really intentional here. You know, in the matters of the heart, I offer what I know, and I learn what I don't know. All right? And I remain true to myself. So believe in yourself, believe in your capability. Connect to your spirit. Here we go. One more. One more. One more. One more. One more. Wow. One more. And thank you. Let's see what your person is doing. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, everybody's getting this. The World. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. All right, so we got a couple of major arcanas there. All right. They might be dealing with the consequences with this. All right, we go back to this. Wow. A lot of major arcanas. They're trying to figure out to find some, they struggle with compromises. All right. So you got the World card, which is, of course, a card of completion. You got 2 completion cards here. All right. And let me tap back into Ultra Deep Blue. Ultra Deep. I was calling you, sir, and you left. So please don't come on here unless you're fake. All right? Unless you're fake. If you're not fake, because I was calling you. All right? And then Manua came in. All right? So they might be thinking about their consequences. They might be reaping all right, what they did. All right? They right now, the reflective energy here. All right? I seen the 5 of Cups here. Let me see. All right? So this is turning points in their life. It's just a little bit. They haven't really, because nothing's got to. What happened is things music to my ears. They reaping what they oh yeah, they are. All right. Now I don't know if they were somebody else. All right, because this shows up here. All right, and when the Queen of Pentacles show up, you know, she's about healthy excitement with grounding. All right, choosing there's chaos and stagnation here. All right. So they're dealing with both, all right? One sees and one wants to build stability here, all right? So, oh, they were? Oh, they were, oh, okay, somebody else. But they're going through it, all right? They might be dealing with a lot of things, yeah. They might be scared of the consequence, like they're going through it, all right? The Wheel of Fortune is dealing with the consequences. It has unit 3 of Wands. All right, what else? The Hierophant and another 3. All right? All right. This person was married? So, yeah, and extremely abusive behavior. Wow. All right, wow. There's a lot of different energies here. All right, they're really extreme. Yeah, they're really extreme, your person. Wow. All right. Wow. Your person is really extreme. Wow. When they go out, they go out. They show off. All right. Wow. All right. So the Justice card didn't work. The Justice card didn't come out. And that's the one that I wanted to see. So maybe Justice is not, you're not getting the Justice right now. Things I just take, there's a, you know, when it comes out, it talks about, I'm going to do my part, but I will not try to take control here. All right, that's the energy that I'm seeing. He was married a long time back. Divorced he was divorced when you met him. Oh, okay. All right. Because it's like, I want to surrender. I want to do my part, you know. He wants to release something here, all right? So this is me. This is my come expressing how they feel, all right? Because it's all about, you got to understand that people don't know they center, all right? And so when people don't know they center, they might show up, express how they feel. They might show up authentically, all right? So you got to understand, if it's aligned with you, if it's calm, driven action, all right, they'll stay. So I don't know exactly if you want this person back, all right? Because I want this to go to a certain way. I'll adjust myself, so I'm gonna adjust. I feel like they're gonna adjust themselves so you don't leave me or things like that. All right? Because when I get a lot of times when the wheel comes out, it's a level of surrender here. All right? This is initiating and communicating and being clarity on what I want, what I feel. I'm gonna express it clearly here when you get that energy. All right? So whatever it is here with your person, all right? Unless any direction, I didn't see any young energy. His has been blocked since the past 2 months on every platform. All right, so you keep it moving. He's sleeping. Right now he's probably just living scared and just you know, a lot of people think that they could do things and it won't happen to them, and so that's what's happening. They might be like, man, why am I getting so much bad luck? All right, that's what they're dealing with, a lot of uncertainty right now when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. Things are not looking good. So when we understand that spanning thousands of years, uh, lifetimes and timelines, that all of our stories intersect and reflect hope, connection to the virtual circle of life, right? When we understand the sacred and the unseen, the breath of the divine, this marvelous and wondrous high vibration and luminous intelligence, that being of ground, that when we understand that what we do to others, we get that back. And it's his turn. And it's his turn. He gathered all that bad luck by torturing someone who only loved them for 4 years. I've got God on my side. He's done. Yeah. All right. So when we understand that, man, all right, when that wheel of fortune comes in, you know, I don't even know if they got their license suspended. There's something suspended. Something got suspended for him. I don't even think your person did he had a car, because there's something that was suspended. All right, it could be his insurance. There's something here that if he did had a license or insurance, there's something like that that just surfaced right now. All right, so they're reaping that, and you know, it is what it is. Oh, in the UK. Oh, okay. So he doesn't have it. All right. So that could be even. Oh, okay. Go to bed, sweetie. All right, sweetie. See you soon. Yeah, there's something that got rejected, or something is on a standstill. Yeah. Wow. All right. Because I don't know if because when the world car shows up, that's a they're all traveling energy. All right. They're all traveling energy. Yeah, they're all traveling energy. And I got to pick up this world card. And that world card fell out. Okay? What goes around comes around. What you do to others. Bye, sweetie. All right? You'll hear about it. All right? But just wish them the best. You learn your lesson. Always leave the energy good, no matter, you know, we got to find forgiveness. You know, a lot of times people do stuff because they addicted to the drama, and long-term disputes on his hands. Maybe his uncles won his land. Wow, really? All right. No wonder I seen the Five of Swords. When I was lifting it up, I seen the Five of Swords. All right. You stay in your power. All right. I don't know. He probably lost the keys. There was keys here. All right. So, yep. I got to pick up this world card. Now I'm not going to be able to use. All right. Who's the next person? Then I got to go. There's not a lot of people here today. All right. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back with the archangels. He what? He had a lot of and he would kill for his piece of wow. So if he lost that, lost everything in life. All right. Lots of love to you too, sweetie. Wow. Listen, when you get that 7, ooh, once you get that 7 of Pentacles, I know you invested. I know you love deeply, right? When that 7 of Pentacles comes out, you invested, right? And sometimes we hold on because we think they're gonna change, you know. So listen, this is a lesson learned. You know, when we balance, we nurture, and without depleting, we give. from overflow. We know our worth, right? So when we get in balance with that Queen of Pentacles, right? She nurtures, she self-preservation, she gives, she holds value, she cares, she comforts others, right? But she overmothers, she financially, emotionally carry others. She does that. So you gotta understand, all right? She confuses being needed with being loved. All right. So her polarity is the tension is I can care without over functioning. All right. So keep that in mind as we move forward, right? So understanding that polarity is not just the masculine and feminine, but the receptive and active. It's in giving and containing. It's me but giving and receiving. All right. Let me see. Hey, Alexis. He won't fight it again. I'm gone. Good, good. You keep moving forward. All right. God bless you and be safe. All right. With your dignity. All right. I walked away calm and collected. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. And this is what relationships bring us. They bring us how strong we really are. And yeah, I made it. And now you basically you learn. That's what our lessons here they are. All right. Now it's time to move forward. And that's what tarot gives you. It gives you the conflict, and then it gives you the resolution. And yeah. Good for you. And the retrograde's helping me purge. Good. Good for you. Good for you. Let me see if the birthday comes out here because it almost came out for the lady. So you basically don't need direction in life. I like that when people show up with their maturity and learning how to really hold their polar. All right. So there's no hope. There's no fears. Sometimes we overstand, we overgive, and man, I talk about a lot about the wheel of fortune. So, man, I think I'm not gonna even talk about that. Can I ask? Go ahead. I'll be right back. So glad. Oh, you're new here. You're new here. Oh, okay. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for trusting me with your time, and I honor the journey that you're on. Okay, I honor the courage that it took to even come on here and ask in this moment that we cross paths. So thank you. All right. Malika, does somebody truly love you? I'll be right back with that question, and I'm out of here. Nobody else have a question. Things are a little slow. Mercury, it is in retrograde. We already know. I don't have to go and break down uh, the spiritual side of Mercury, how you help you process information, how to really communicate your wants, your needs, but really to really go in, and knowing that everything is from where. Yes. Oh, you're new. Oh, you were just scrolling and thought these lies, and I came across yours. Intuitively felt, ask you. Oh, hey, Scorpio. Hey, Scorp. All right, Scorp. I love it. Okay, even wow, deep and powerful. You better believe that. You better believe that. All right, Scorp. I see you. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Can you please do me? You just came in, Malikana. I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta go put. Where did I put my ice cream? Give me a second. Ooh wee. On play. Ooh, too deep for words. I'm scared. Why did my ex shoot? Man, Scorpio. This is how we do it. Transformation, baby. Get out, get the garbage out. You begin with gratitude for your sacred endings, baby. You gotta be. You better go ahead with that death sacred ending here. I'll come back. I'm gonna do a death sacred ending for my beautiful Scorpio. Thank you so much. And what has fallen away for what could not follow me into my next becoming. Man, the courage to release what I once clung to, and thank you for clearing what was stagnant. Woo! All right, I'll be right back. 2 minutes. All right, I want to give you a gratitude before we move forward. Without the death of the old, there's no new. But this talks about spiritual rebirth. All right, you do us wrong, we transform, and the one who wrong suffers. Exactly. So with that spirit of gratitude, for the sacred endings, for what has fallen away, and for what could not follow me into the new becoming. So especially during the full moon happening in just a couple of days, come on in if you want to release. If you set those intentions, release, release. We got Venus in the 12th house, so we got to understand that's it. The ending of the relationship. Can you truly transform it? I believe this is just my personal belief, because to evolve means to develop into a more expanded, aware, and integrated version of yourself. Okay, it's not becoming right. Let me see, third March. Oh, yeah, 3rd of March. Yeah, exactly. All right, it's not becoming someone else. It's becoming more fully, okay, or fully new you. Okay, so anyone. So anyway, so thank you for the courage. This is when we just go in gratitude when we see these cards. I release what I once clung to. Thank you for clearing what was stagnant. Thank you for stripping away illusions, so truth could breathe. I honor the cycles of decay and rebirth, like leaves returning to soil, like the night preparing the dawn. I trust that every ending carries new life within it, and I give thanks for the transformation that reshaped me, for the identity I outgrew, for the attachments I survived. May I meet change with grace. May I allow endings without resistance. May I remember that death is not punishment but a passage. From every ending I rise, remove, and for that renewal, I'm grateful, whether it's love, ego, or death, or spiritual, or rebirth, or energy. So understanding we also all got to be in the spirit of gratitude. That's what's going to elevate you, and that's going to get amen. All right, and it's going to take you to the next. All right, but if couples evolve, some couples evolve together, and that is rare, but that does happen. And so a lot of time it's the physical. So when we understand that emotions, they attract, there's your magnetism is there. It's in the nervous system. The body goes before the mind can catch up. And when we understand a little bit of that, right? All right. My name is Miss Marie. That's not gonna impress me. I don't get impressed by big feelings or compliments, but I do appreciate that. That's a nice sentiment, Miss Marie. All right, I am also gonna do the ancient Egyptian, as I mentioned on Thursday. Yeah, I'm gonna do ancient Egyptian. Your name. I wanna decode your name. I wanna show you go 4,000 years back. I'm doing that. I was supposed to do that today, but there's not a lot of people here. So let's go ahead into Miss Cutie, Malika Khan. That is back to you. Alexis Daniels, if you got a question, breaking down first is really painful. Yeah, and it's really painful, but we can evolve without it. Without the death, we can't. Yeah, we can't evolve without. Yeah, we have to have the death of the old. All right, but if both, like, if you're in a relationship, you know and so when I want to talk about choosing and how we choose a partner, and our values. So we'll talk about that. But can they do it? Yeah, absolutely. No, you could have left it there, sweetie. All right. Abba truly love me? I'm here. Alexis, you say you're here. Go ahead and put your comment, and I'm done with Alexis. Let's go ahead. Does Abba truly loves me? Abbas. Let's go ahead. I've been here, yeah, 2 hours, and then I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. Uh, one more for Malika Khan. Let's go ahead. One more. Does Abba truly loves me? I'm putting your question. Let's go ahead and tap back into the breath of God, the divine, as we move in harmony with divine timing and celestial order. One more. One more. Oh man, they want to talk to me about you. Why are you afraid? Is he older than you? What happened here? You want tradition? Okay. You're looking for structure, tradition, marriage. This person is older than you. What's going on here? You got 2 5s. You got the strength card. What's going on here? Do they love you? You got yes, 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 yes. Maybe depending on you. What is going on here? Wait, who? This is for Malika. Where is she at? Because I'm showing here with the 5 of Pentacles. Why are you scared that they're gonna abandon you? You're scared of being abandoned here. What's going on here? Where is she? Did she leave? All right. If she left, she might be typing. All right. You got to come on. You got to stay with your energy. All right. Let me go into the next deck. All right. Because I got two. Like, how old? First of all, how old are you? How old is your person? Did they ghost you? What happened here? What were you talking about? Lots of things. All right. I got the 5 of Swords here. And, the 5 of Swords, when you step into the duality, understanding the duality of things, right? Everything has both sides. Wanting to, do I want to be right to keep a relationship? Are they going to choose me? Oh, my order shipped already. Good. You got to stay with your energy. If you're new to this, all right? Oh, he's only 7 months because somebody's showing there with rigid. Somebody, when the Emperor shows up, he gets stuck in rigid comfort here. He wants stability. All right. So what is this here? Let me see. Do they love you here? All right. Let me go to her. Wait. Because I'm with Malachi. Let me say with Malachi. What she said? His name is the one. I didn't put it in the. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. Do they love you? Yes or no? One more. Just letting you know before you do mine. Okay, here we go. One more. Do they love you? That's a redundant question. What are they? No, one more. All right. One more. Thank you. Yeah, but you're used to that, and I don't work like that. I don't work in that kind of field. I'm not in that energy. When you want a quick yes or no. So you gotta calm down, knowing that we connected to a field, and that is my brain, us together here, moving consciously. All right? So they don't know how they feel. Okay? Okay? So if you want a yes or no, you got a maybe. All right? You got the thing is that the worst is behind you, okay? If you want a yes or no, this is not the channel. I don't think that I don't think when you're in such a, what is your sign? You coming with two really strong here. Hey, would I get a good name and fame? Oh, would I get, a good name? I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. All right? So you got a maybe, okay? Once we say, the same energy came back out. Your energy is all over the place. Wow, you got 2 10s. I got to go pick up those cards that fell on the floor. I knew it. I knew that you were in Aries. Man, your energy's killing me. Man, I'm like, what is that? Come on. Do you understand about the electromagnetics of the heart? Do you understand this intelligence? All right? Do you understand what you're part of? This is not those channels that you come in. Oh, give me a yes or no. No. Like, first of all, slow down. Look at your energy all over the place. Look at this. Look at all this stuff all over the place. Calm down. Knowing that you're connected to me. All right? Don't come in with that energy. Don't come in like that. Relax, breathe. It's not the end of the world. All right? So, first of all, Tara's not going to rush you to this. All right? It's not going to rush you. All right? So, there's no rush here, okay? The foundations were already cracked. All right? So, this is what happened when love, when it feels like impulsive, right? And feels chaotic, it's going to feel good. So, you got to calm down. All right? All right, I'm going to get out of your energy. You coming too strong. You're not, I don't think that how old are you? Are you in your 20s? All right, I'm going to take one more person and I'm done. Yeah, I got to get out of here. All right. You come in too strong. That's the problem. You don't recognize, you don't know your own strength. You don't know, you're not aware of you probably get overwhelmed by your overdriven nature. You're going to have to calm down. All right? You're approaching this from like your masculine energy overpowers you. All right? All right? Was this my, no, this is not, I haven't even asked you a question. The person that is pinned there, that is a question. All right? No, sweetie, it's not yours. Let me go to one last person and I got to go. All right? How those lead? I'm done. I'm done. I'm getting a lot of young people here that's asking a lot of young questions. All right, and I understand you guys are young. You guys don't. That's why I don't get the high priestess. She doesn't. You don't understand your intuition yet. I don't get impressed by little words. So no, you're in the wrong place. If you want to now, when you experience in life for the first time, knowing that you're going to go through tension, there's going to be problems. But my goodness, all right? You got to get a grip on yourself, all right? You need some direction in your life, and I'm not afraid to give it to you, okay? What does it feel when somebody chooses me, all right? When you're giving people grief, what happens here in the process when you get disturbed, all right? So what happens here, you lack grounding here, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit about values, choosing, and your direction. All right. You're directless right now. You got a lot of ones here. Let me see here. I was trying to scroll to no, I got one more person. Oh, she said her phone died. My phone died. I'm back. Oh, your phone had died? Come on in, Alexis. Is it Alexis? Oh, you had to plug it up? All right, I'm going to take one more person. Yeah, I got young kids here. Wow, your energy's strong. All right. Listen, sweetie. All right. I'm going to give you a little something that you might not get so you can understand life, but you need to have experience. You haven't had a lot of experience, so you're not going to pay attention to your intuition. You want one now. So I'm going to be very gentle with you. If you want to take the message, if you want to take it, great. But you need to have a lot of experience in life. You could learn at the end of the day, you're going to learn a lesson. You're going to learn it the easy way, or you're going to learn it the hard way. You don't want to learn things the hard way. All right, and because we need that direction, like us as human beings, right? We're all about the pattern. We seek patterns. Our brains are wired to look for cause and effect. Okay? So without a map, or direction or uncertainty triggers stress and anxiety. So I know that coming in because I do study psychology, all right? And so what I want you to understand that when you come in, they already know you've been triggered by something, okay? So people look for external signs, mentor systems to help them navigate life because instinctively, all right, we want predictable outcomes. And I get it, all right? But when you come in so quickly like that, all right, it just affects you got to check yourself. You got to learn how to let things, be easy with yourself. You're going to give yourself too young for that, okay? Think of it like this. Life without a compass, life feels like walking in a fog. All right? Because society encourages external validation, all right? And many of us are raised. That's when you got that card came out, the Emperor. Many of us, and then you got the Hierophant. Many of us are raised to follow rules, careers, or roles rather than explore and have that internal guidance, right? So what do you want to be when you grow up? That's a question here. What do I want to be when I grow up? All right? Because you start searching outside themselves for answers. This creates dependence on direction from others, teachers, parents, mentors, even societal norms here. All right? All right, you got to stop putting the same question. I already seen it. You put in the same question. All right. And I'm going to remove you. Stop putting the same question. All right? So stop putting the same question. That's just ridiculous. I seen it already. I acknowledged you. I welcome you. All right? And I got DMX official. Oh, I like DMX. My name is Shawa. Can you tell me my ex will come again in my life? And her name is Nisha Barty. Current feelings. That's nice. Leave it like that. You don't gotta be excessive. You guys go into all those channels when they're just throwing cards and nobody's explaining anything to you. And you're going to miss a great opportunity to have somebody good in your life. All right? You experimenting. Great. All right? You guys get too attached too quickly. All right? Doodoo bop bop. Doodoo Doodoo, you have no clue about your life. All right, Doodoo? All right? That's why you got a name like Doodoo Bop Bop. All right? 99. All right? So, let me remove your dumb ass out of here. All right, let me remove the dummy. All right. I didn't block you, I just removed you. All right? So you really guys got to really learn how to understand a little bit about integrity. I know they don't teach you this in school, how to behave. You want love. Does love wants me? What is love about? You don't take the time. Right now, this is a crucial moment for you guys to really learn to know yourself. This is the time. Let me get him out of here. Leave the life. Dude, no, it's okay. Doodoo. Doodoo. Go take a doodoo and I'll come back tomorrow. So this is a person that is lost. This is another lost soul. Thank you so much, Alexa. All right, let's put him on timer for 24 hours. That is ignorance. That is a person that is probably being abused, by the way. All right? They got idle hands. They don't know what to do with their life, you know. So if you're not here to receive some guidance, after the message is set, all right? Alexa, yeah. So, we got to understand people. When we create dependence from others, even societal norms, we told we got to behave. And it's true, all right? So your spirit and your soul without direction, all right? Because your soul remembers, and this is a soul truth, all right? Spiritually, the soul remembers its path. But the ego doesn't always know it. Your ego doesn't know it. So I'm going to explain it to you, all right? That your ego doesn't know it. Your soul remembers its path. This is a soul truth Saturday. Many people feel lost because the ego and soul are out of alignment. Without conscious reflection, people confuse distraction, obligation with purpose. All right? So I want to explain a little bit about that. And fears of making the wrong choice and uncertainty triggers fear. When you feel, oh man, am I going to make the wrong choice? Should I cling on to this person? Go explore life. You're young. You have to learn about contrast, polarity. You got to learn about, all those things that make this universe. And you are part of this, universe. You are basically inside of the womb of the earth. So to understand that you are earth energy and how to be a spirit of ground, how to really rearrange your life, adjust yourself here. All right? So a lot of times we do that, when we get fear, uncertainty, we don't like it. The ego doesn't like it. It wants to be predictable. What if I pick the wrong job, the wrong relationship, or the path? Maybe many of you will cling on to familiar routines, even if they aren't fulfilling, because not knowing the path feels unsafe. So I'm trying to help you guys here. All right, especially when we look at cultural and energetic timing. We live in a fast-paced world of comparison, constant change, which overwhelms intuitive decision-making. All right? Listen, historically, people have rites of passage, mentors and guidance from community or spiritual tradition. Today, those structures are weaker. So people feel directionless without rituals or, right? So we got to really understand here, these works, you lose it, all right? So I know that we want love and we want it now, but some people could be just exploring. Some people could explore. You got parents that are involved, and when parents are involved here, I know some parents that'll tell their kids, you know what, you're 17, 18, when you graduate high school, I'm going to buy you a car, I'm going to send you away. All right? Well, knowing if you're 18, 20, 21, maybe 25, you still live at home with your parents. All right? Have the experience. Don't get so caught up right away like that. All right? Because remember, if we when we look at this in a deeper spiritual insight, the need for direction is a call to align with your own inner compass. All right? Life gives you maps through lessons, challenges, intuition, and okay? And then you're going to be repeating these patterns, okay? People search all external when internally guided system is ignored or untrusted, all right? So basically, at the end of the day, we all have direction inside, but many of us don't trust it. Okay. So with that being said, I hope that help anyone that listen, knowing how to listen to your inner compass, listen to that voice, follow your passions. Yeah, it's good to have somebody. You know, if societal cultures will tell you you should be married, you should do this, you should do that. You know, at least get somebody that's really gonna give you the guidance. I know at home parents are busy. They got their own lives. They gotta cook, clean. You know, they gotta do their own thing. You know, so just really understand. Will I get a good name, famous, famous singing? Let's find out here what you get. Will she come back? Alexis was here. Alexis, Alexis, I want to go with you, or she doesn't want it because now I feel like you in church. You don't need to go. Listen, what you do if you want to, because you got to get the discipline. All right? All right, Alexis, ask your question, sweetie. You're going to get the discipline, all right? When you look at tarot, you're looking at basically, basically religion. You get religion structures, all right? Some of it. Go ahead and ask your question. So there's no way that you have to be a little bit more disciplined with your time. Lack of discipline, lack of awareness. You know, I hope somebody says today, you know what, I'm going to make changes. Why do I get like this crazy for love? Imagine me in 10 years. If this person wasn't alive in 10 years, you think that you would be, put yourself in 5 years, 2 years. Where would you be at? I seen you, but you keep putting the same question over and over again. I'm waiting for Alexis. Ask yourself in 3 years, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 2? Forget about it. Where do you see yourself in 6 months? If nothing ever mattered, your life purpose, if your situation is just the way it is right now, will you still want them around in 2 years? My ex, the one light on me and do me the way, and he did me the way he does. He feel after doing me like that. I also block him after doing that. So you blocked him. You blocked him because why? You didn't trust yourself? Be honest with yourself. You know, you're a young lady, right? Why do you have to block? What is the block? Because once you block, you're going to be blocking your whole life. Everything that bothers you, block. You can't live your life like that. There are some things that we got to look at, that we got to face. Right? Your shadow is hiding. And you're not going to see because you can't see it until it acts. So you understand? There's people that are not, they are really, really, really good or really, really, really bad. But nobody has really yet to find a center, right? And to have capacity to hold both their light and their dark energy, okay? So I want you to, why do you don't trust yourself? All right, when we don't trust our discipline or our right to be disciplined, all right, I blocked them because I felt so disgusted and betrayed, to be honest. All right, good. That's really good. All right, good. That's different than being mad. Oh, I'm going to block him. All right, good. You felt disgusted and good. All right. That's a reasonable and very, very honest, and I love it because I know the word disgust and betrayed. All right, so now you want to ask, does he what? Did he lie to you and do me the way? So what? He just cheated, right? You say he cheated? You got to understand, a lot of people are without direction, all right? All right? Once you understand, man, they are without direction. They don't have no direction in their life. Everybody just, well, listen, social media, the platforms out there, people are looking into scrolling. We're losing what was the name of that word? Interiority. We're losing a lot of things here because of that, all right? But anyway, let's find out here. I don't know exactly. Let's see your person's conscious goal here. All right, since you said that I might get the devil. Okay. So you got the Ten of Swords. So what happened? Did he drag your name through the mud? He talked about you. All right. Did he expose something about you? Because when I get the Ten of Swords, it's like, I know that energy. They drag your name through the mud. They drag your name through the mud. What are they? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's their energy here? I'm getting a Libra energy here, but it doesn't have to be. Let's see what you get here. You got Taurus. He lied. All right. Let me see one more. All right. And there it goes again. So they want to keep things light now. Friends, it could be friends group. He's a Virgo or Leo. Oh, he's a Virgo or a Leo. Okay. So, the one thing about him is their belief system, right? It's all about this represent mentorship. Their mind. All right? So this is something about a psychiatric. There's something wrong with their mind here. All right, I'm gonna tell you. I don't know who's this Queen of Cups, or it could be the influence of a parent here. All right. So this is a lot of ego with your person. He's young, right? He's Virgo. Yeah, September 22nd. Yeah, he's there. September, October. So he's a Virgo, a Leo. No, he's September. He's 22. All right, because the wild energy of this. When I don't look at this, I look at religious structures. He doesn't like to follow the rules. All right. Oh, so he's September 23rd. He says, I knew it. He's a Libra. He's a Libra. He's a Libra. He's September 23rd. All right, he's a Libra. When I look at that Ten of Swords, yeah, he's Libra. All right, so anyway, his wild ways, right? Because I don't like to follow routine. I don't like to follow order or something with a psyche, all right? They don't like to follow. They just like to, rebellion energy, all right? So he's 22. You got the Strength card, all right? And then you got the Seven of Swords here, all right? All right, you can look it up. Google it up. Google birthday from September 23rd to October 23rd or October 20th or 19th, something like that. All right, so he's Libra. That's why I say they drag your name through the mud. I live with a Libra. I lived with a Libra for 17 years, so I know they talk. When they get hurt, they talk. They talk. I know they drag your name through the mud. They talk your business, child. And yes, so when I seen that, I definitely understand. I know they talk show. Woo, 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 woo. Did they talk stuff that you guys did together? All right, there. I've been there. This is what I'm telling you. Been there, done that. All right. They can't hold water. They cannot hold water. They just spill it out. All right. But a lot of this has to do with the way they think. All right. Here's the problem. They carrying around here. When you get this energy, strategy, responsibility, boundaries, insight, and knowledge, your knowledge. All right. But he ain't want to tell what he did. Yeah, I know. That's how everybody does that. When somebody does something, nobody. I don't know if the influence here is here with this energy. I don't know how you resonate with this Queen of Cups. All right. So I don't know if I don't know if you still want to get married to this person. All right. Because you might be back with this person. But I don't know, in the future, you might want to marry this person. Okay. So, when you get the Seven of Swords, it's a kind of a strategy because, of course, yeah, you want to marry this person and you're going to do it, but man, you got to really talk to them. Yeah, you're going to want to marry this person. I see it there. And why do I need strength when it comes to love is the question here. We're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to close this reading out with you and I'm done. All right. When I do here, when I talk to people about value, safety, what you value, in your relationship, stability, reliability, emotional consistent, mutual effort, openness, health, right? What are the things that you've had? This is what you're going to start talking about. Your standards, planning, talking, initiation, right? Emotional availability. All right. So what do you expect here? How do I build slow? Because this is a slow building energy here. All right. And trusting and discipline here, right? When I'm really with somebody and I have standards, right? Consistency, not intensity here. This is very insensitive. You're not going to be impressed by big feelings, sudden closeness, all right? Emotional highs. Your standard is regular contact, predictable presence, effort that doesn't fluctuate, okay? You come from that Ten of Swords, energy. So your standard includes planning. All right. If you got to teach somebody how to show up here, all right. If you got to teach somebody, right? So you're going to have softer conversations with your person. All right. If you got to explain basic effort or consideration, that's already a no. All right. That's already a no. If you got to teach somebody how to show up, your standard is mutual initiation, balanced effort, care that is extracted. Okay. That's it. So moving on forward with the energy, yeah, no, you can't teach somebody how to show up. But we're gonna get a little bit into the Seven of Swords because you really gotta understand this energy here, how to work through the shadows of this energy. All right? Because in love it asks you questions here, so you're getting a lot of questions asked here. All right? So somebody has a fear of being taken advantage. All right, with this energy. All right, even though they got that wild side, right? They not, this person is still a good person. I don't know if you say how long, both of you could be, how long can I go on or hold on to this, all right? So this, all right? Stop overthinking moves. Don't try to outsmart the situation. Say what you feel instead of calculating outcomes, all right? If you want out, you leave cleanly, not quietly, all right? Because this card is a warning here about playing emotional chess. Love is not won by strategy, it's built by the truth. The energy at the end of the source is mental clarity. The deeper thing here for all of us, right? It is truth. Because the war and the battle is about the truth. When we go through this, that's what we want. Because love is won by truth and trust here, of course. All right? Don't ignore inconsistency. If something feel off, it probably is. All right? Pay attention to what is not being said here. You understand? So listen, I'm gonna explain two things here about being strategic. So when you come here, I want you to learn a little bit more. I want you to say, man, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use it. At least listen to the word because it's gonna matter. It's not right now. All right? What awaits me in the near future. All right, I have to go. So my bottom line is here, all right? This energy, living strategically here is not bad. But when you live strategically, it can disconnect you from aliveness, all right? And there's a difference here. Because you plan somebody here anticipate outcomes. They plan every move. They're managing perception. They calculate risk before even the action. This is head-led. This is control. This is safe with this energy here. But when strategy becomes a cage, you're not there yet. You're not there with the Eight of Swords. When strategy becomes a cage, all right? Because everything is strategy. You don't act from desire. You don't express. You measure impact, and you don't surrender. You calculate. Okay? So when you got to really understand this energy and how to be, because what gets lost here is spontaneity, vulnerability, trust, emotion, depth, presence, and life becomes a chessboard instead of an experience here. So you really got to understand that Seven of Swords and what it's really telling you here and why it's necessary here. When a lot of people do it and we don't really understand it, people get strategic when they've been hurt. They don't trust timing. They feel losing control. And they equate vulnerability, because everybody's dressed here, vulnerability with weakness. All right? So protection. It is an expansion here. All right? So this is telling you just to have a little surrender here with this card. All right? Have a little surrender here. Surrender means that you're going to, you're not going to try to control the outcome here. All right? I like the way you put that. Wow. Because I want you guys, because you guys are intelligent. You guys are connected to this incredible intelligence, luminous intelligence, marvelous, wonderful energy, right? We call the breath of God, however you understand divine source. And you guys really got to understand that you're very, you got to understand your worth. You got to understand your worth. This surrender energy here is telling you, initiate communication, invite clarity here. Set boundaries without forcing, manipulating, over conditioning. Try to earn, because I'm trying to earn love here. All right? So whatever. The inner formula to surrender, feel what you feel, express it clearly, release the outcome, and stay aligned with your values. All right? Respond to reality, not the fantasy here. All right. So when you have surrender action here, all right, and why it's hard? Because surrender activates uncertainty, and the ego hates uncertainty. I want guarantee, but love has no guarantee, sweetie. Okay. So understand that when you have that level of surrender, what does your body feel? You feel anxious, you feel relief. All right, that reaction is going to tell you everything. If you want to be in a mutual relationship with honesty and respect, there can be no strategy. We don't have to be strategic. We just got to be honest with each other. All right, because once that leads to marriage, this is a very traditional card here, right? So when we surrender, I'm going to do my part, but I will not try to control what is in mine. Okay? I'll express how I feel. I show up authentically. Okay? And if it's aligned, it stays. I'm calm, driven kind of energy. All right? So surrender in action. You send one clear message. You weigh, you observe. The consistency adjusts based on your reality. So really understand how to really activate this energy. And when you find your center, your self-respect, your boundaries, your emotional regulation, because this needs it, all right? And your sense of worth is going to return. You're independent on, if you're depending on their response here by blocking them, all right? Really tell them what you feel, all right? Really connect with this person and let them know how you feel, all right? Return to a stable inner position here, all right? You have to have this conversation, but calmly. We can't do it because when we're not in our right mind, right? When we try to understand everything, why this happened, just have the conversations with your person, let them know this is the time that you fix your relationships. Gosh. All right. People are not really aware when we unconsciously live in here, and when it's really, really hard for us to really find our center and to surrender the outcome. When you're off center, you're reaching from pride, fear, hurt. You're trying to control outcomes here. All right. So really understand this energy. And when you have the capacity, the emotional, mental, and energetic space to handle something in a healthy way. Okay. It's not about the desire, it's about the ability that you can want something deeply and still not have the capacity for it. So your person probably doesn't have the capacity, especially when it comes to love. All right. If you could sit with this uncomfortable feeling without running, right? Because that's what they're doing. Communicate even when it's hard. Stay present during conflict. Hold your emotions without collapsing. Taking accountability without shutting down. All right. So a lot of people, like I said, they lack capacity. All right. So this is avoiding serious conversations. They shut down or explode during conflict. So you did the right thing. All right, because if you know them, right, that's the nervous system, not the maturity. Tolerance for vulnerability is what I see here. So you have to have, by the end of the day, I could go on and on and on, because I really want you to find the capacity without falling apart. All right? Is it like somebody come here? Can I hear criticism? Yeah. You like compliments. You got to like criticism. They go together. You're not going to experience them at the same time. You might with me. All right? I'm going to give you a little polarity. And when you hold polarity, it means that you can contain two opposites truths like I'm doing right now, right? At the same time without collapsing into one side. That's emotional maturity. All right? And when you hold polarity, it looks like in love, right? You could love somebody. You could be angry with them. I want you, but I need space. I'm scared. I'm staying. This hurts, and I'm still good. All right? If you don't have capacity, you split. I'm either all in or I'm all out. All right? But anyway, I'm going to keep talking about that so you don't go to those two extremes and finding the container for your capacity, because this one here, right? This is the container here. The emotional container here. The bigger the container, the more complexity you can hold without breaking. All right? So understand when tension shows up in your life. All right? And then I'm going to leave it here. We're talking about a little bit of your right? So if you value honesty, why are we holding on to so much truth here? So much responsibility, so much strategy, so much boundaries, so much knowledge. All right? It's heavy. It gets heavy is what I'm trying to say. All right? I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to keep getting back into this energy. Tomorrow we'll show up. And, really look about what life is about. The meaning of love in relationships. Just have the conversations. Yeah, they are not comfortable. You could do it in a public place. Yeah, you could go to a public place. We need chaos. We need destruction. All right? Before we are like that. Hey, Mary. All right, I have to go. Thank you guys so much. Just we need it because this is the way we understand life. But when we take our time and we pause and in stillness, we find the answer. They just arrive right in front of you. All right. Hey, you, sir. I gotta go. I wanted to talk a little bit about more about direction and pattern seeking energy, and what it really to have a level of surrender. Okay. Make sure you find your center, pray, connect to God. Ask questions, find balance within yourself, have permission to really say what you really feel without collapsing. We do that. What happens when things are not new anymore? All right. So just take your time. It's okay. Listen, we all got stuff. We all deal with stuff. Everybody dealing with, some people dealing with it in a real healthy way, or some people just avoid the whole thing. All right. But when this person doesn't really, this person, listen, everybody's hard to deal with, and the ego wants one thing. All right. A lot of us, we operating from our ego. All right. And the ego wants now, wants answers. All right. So just take your time, breathe, relax. Don't start nothing really, really big. You got the compassion here. She's a very intuitive, emotional. All right. She's receptive. She's both. All right. Yeah, a lot of us is rooted on the ego being strong. The ego's very, very strong. All right. And it wants to know now. It leaps. Okay. It just wants the certainty. It's gonna protect. It's gonna protect at the end of the day. Now understand that we operate from the ego, right? And if you value honesty, you don't have to hold on because this is so heavy. Or even your person say, listen, I want honesty. I want truth. Truth is earned, right? And how you work. Go to counseling. Get somebody that's going to really help you guys out. So if I explained to you already, if you go back in the video, I talk a little bit about, all right, how a rite of passage, people used to come and help the community leaders that will come and help. Go to your priest, whoever you could trust that can help, because life is not easy, okay? It's not. All right, relationships aren't easy. All right? And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Have a great day. Just take time. Take time. Yeah, it's not. None of us are easy. We are all hard to deal with. And when we understand that, you know, the strength that it takes to deal with, we all are hard. This is what we always get the strength card. How do I keep the lion's mouth shut? Because it's understood. All right. It's not castrated. All right. This is the power within us all. All right. Because when we open the mouth, when we open that mouth, we already know how is she's going to, when she's happy and when she's comfortable, she's not going to bite. If you open that lion's mouth, her instinct is to bite, is to attack. All right? It's to attack. She attacks. All right? So how you don't have to, hold yourself back, or you got to learn how to integrate. All right? And so this is one of the most dangerous cards here. All right? And I'll talk about that tomorrow if it, of course, it always shows up. All right? How to really integrate this energy and how to organize different aspects of your personality, your feelings, and your functions into a whole unified seal. You have the capacity. We all do. All right? We could emerge and we could have, we just imagine our evolution as a human species. All right, so we look at that between these two. What could emerge out of these two? Because this is our instincts, right? And we look at our subconscious mind and we understand the infinity energy here. All right, when we understand the universe, we endowed with spiritual gifts and powers. So that's what I was thinking the other day. I said, I wonder what we could become, right? Because we really haven't evolved. We haven't really evolved. We got AI now. You guys know that. All right. We haven't really evolved. So imagine the animal plus us as human. What do we be? Right? Just think about that before you leave here. Man, we haven't really nothing. All right? So we put in our consciousness, or we connected to this field of intelligence here. All right? Because we're finite beings. All right? When we understand the power of the mind, and that your power is a direct extension of the divine, right? However you understand God, or however you understand the breath of God, the breath of, the right air, that the air that you breathe. When you understand the intelligence of the universe, and as we calibrate it through this energy, all right, and understanding our dual natures here, right? So in the matters of the heart, I offer what I know, and I learn what I don't know, and I remain true to myself. I believe in myself, right? But really to find that balance between these two, the instincts, because it's all about my survival. This is what happens when love goes in survival. And I want to stay here talking. The more I stay here and talk about it, all right, to really understand on a deeper level here, we haven't really evolved. We don't need a chip in our brain to evolve. We come with spiritual powers here. And when you look at the Ark of the Covenant here, this is what that represents, that artifact that she's holding there. All right, that's a relationship to the cosmic energy. Okay, and understanding the energy here, and the water, and understanding divinity, and just in order for her to go swim across oceans, she's gonna have to learn to leave the comforts of her home, to swim to high heights, So does she trust in the divine? She did put the trust. Where did she put the trust at? Right? Because she's very intuitive and she's very compassionate. So we got Venus now in the house of Pisces, and that's gonna bring you compassion, but through spiritual. All right, this is an empathy kind of energy now, and one that leads there, it goes into the first house, so it's gonna become a little more selfish. Anyway, I gotta go because I'll explain this whole thing. And really looking at the cherubs, the guardians of, guardian angels, however you understand ancestor energy. All right, so you're gonna learn a lot here, but at the end of the day, listen, forgive, surrender the control that you should think that you should have over this, and just learn how to be patient. All right, things are gonna be okay. But if you're gonna speak to this person again, go to go somewhere public. All right, go somewhere in public, sit down with them and talk. Let me tell you something. If you walk with God, like if you understand in God, you gotta have the level of surrender first before you let somebody else surrender with you, because we need God. God got to be at the center of everything we do. I'm not trying to tell anybody go follow religion when you don't know what it is, but at least bring a little God into your life, and I guarantee you that your life will turn around. But you have to have a level of surrender here. You just don't do anything. Everything will fall into place for you. All right. A lot of people they're not really aware. All right, but I gotta go. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for the ones that have joined me live. I appreciate you all, knowing that I honor each and every one of you. Okay, and I honor the courage that it takes for you to seek truth. And I'm so grateful that our path have crossed yet again. Thank you so much. All right? Yeah, all right? Just be honest. Just be really honest. You hurt, yeah. But through that hurt, you expanded. You're growing. Just you integrating truth is what happening. All right? This is expansion through awareness. You're becoming more aware of the situation now. And so now things are going to be more clear for you. All right? That's all it did. You made room for more. For more growth. That's all it's doing. Okay, thank you guys. Bye-bye.